This is the Bite Size Therapy production. I'm Dr. Brian Rosino, licensed clinical psychologist. Each of us hopes that our children are able to grow up in a world that's filled with abundance, provides them with every opportunity to succeed, and a place where they feel safe to live and to love. In today's modern world, we're so used to having most of our needs met easily that we forget life actually is filled with stresses and challenges. We need to remember that it's important that we build something called resilience with our children. Resilience is that ability to be flexible, to bend, and to change with circumstances in order to meet challenges more head on and successfully. Yes, life is filled with stress and challenges. Sometimes they're devastating in nature. It's easy with this onslaught to assume a victim mentality where we ask unanswerable questions like why me, or make statements that can't be proven or disproven, like it's not fair or people are against me. And we may even conclude that I must not be as good as other people because other people don't have my kind of problems. Study after study indicates that individuals who are resilient have what is the equivalent of good shock absorbers. That is, they're able to be flexible and tough at the same time in the face of stress. They have flexibility in the sense that they understand life is not fair, bad things happen to good people, and it's not personal. Everyone has problems. I'm not alone. They also understand that they can be happy and have problems too. Resilient individuals are also tough. That is, they have something called mental toughness. They focus on what they can control, and they accept that which they cannot, taking one thing at a time, and they don't get too far ahead of themselves, focusing on victories and progress while not expecting perfection. Resilient individuals understand that mistakes teach them something and make them just a bit better than they were before. As we understand what's involved with resilience, we're better able to communicate it to our children, as well as teach them some of these core principles. While talking with our children about these principles of flexibility, as well as toughness, focusing on those things that they can control and accepting that which they cannot, it's also important to understand that they learn best by watching you closely. That is, challenges that you put in front of yourself or activities that you engage in are each opportunities to talk about your setbacks, frustrations, and new ways that you found to cope with stressful situations. It's important to emphasize to your children that, sure, life is full of stress and setback, but it's completely possible to live a life that's meaningful and satisfying. This is Dr. Brian Rosino, wishing you health and happiness, and thank you for liking and subscribing to Bite Size.